Ooh, time to break the things.
Mobility scooter death? Spider Island? I don't know if you're lying to me or not. I don't know. Are you lying to me? Is this gonna go bring me to Dolphin? I have to. You know what? God shit. Spider Island.
Just got that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm imagining this fucking super obese woman screaming for fucking life as she flails on the ground as spiders attack her. Let's bring mobility theory to Spider Island. Oh, God, I don't know if it's the same woman. She was seriously injured. Fatal crash. She was seriously injured. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God, let me get a cigarette for this one. Here comes the fucking legal department. Collect all of this, then file a what police report? What are you going to tell the police? Hello, 911, I shoved something up my ass and people are laughing? Hello, is this the Blaze Legal Department? I'll have you know, my name is Jack Murphy. And my wife just got done eating my asshole. And she's got shit all over her beard. And I just pissed in her face and somebody laughed at me. And I'm going to sue you so bad right now. Oh, you're going to get sued so bad and I'm going to take so many nickels out of you. Jack Murphy's going to get your nickels. That Jim guy on his stream, let me tell you, he said I had a tiny cock. An itty-bitty baby dick. He called me a dicklet. I'm gonna sue the shit out of him. Oh, Jack Murphy wants his nickels. Jack Murphy's gonna get his little dick nickels. I'm coming for the dick nickels. I want to show you how neurotic these people are. Because truckers are out on the streets. Let's start it off with this classic. Our kitty fear poops in our bed, among other places. She never has accidents outside of the box. I'm livid. My poor little girl. I feel so terrified for the pets of downtown. Those fucking truckers out on the streets of Ottawa are making cats stress shit all over their owners' faces, and their living rooms, and their bedrooms, and their apartments. Redditors are locked in their apartments right now with their cats stress shitting all over the place, and there's nothing they can do about it. I want you to imagine yourself in that situation. Oh. No, Mittens, no! Oh, no, stop the honking! He's shitting everywhere! No, Mittens, stop! Whiskers, no! That's Mama's Francie, get off the box! Oh, stop shitting everywhere! Fucking cats, stop the honking! No! Whiskers is a bad kid. No, stop it! Fucking stop it, Whiskers! You're getting shit all over Mama's Francia! No! No! It's a bad cat. That's the life of Redditors right now. For like the last 2 days. Non-stop. Non-stop cat shits, non-stop honking. Somebody said Tonka mad. Oh my god, is he actually still out there somewhere? I'm trying to catch up. Chat's going by so fast, but Tonka's still out there? I wonder what he's doing now. I thought he was wrestling. Wasn't him and Jim Sterling wrestling each other? Isn't that what he does now? Somebody with the super chat, for all the recent Tonka Saw news, hit up Adonis Paul. There's recent Tonka Saw news? I really thought he just fell off the face of the earth. I was going to become a flat earther because I thought he literally sailed off the edge of it. I haven't heard a peep or a whisper. And I know if he's out there lurking somewhere because I just have to listen to a guy talking about Godzilla for 8 hours. But apparently that's not the case. From Medicare Fembot, people found out Donga had 4 kids he abandoned and worked at Burger King till 4 came behind and got arrested. Also, he's white and not Native American. Get the fuck out of here. So are you saying that he's arrested right now? Is Donga in prison? So he had 4 kids he didn't pay any child support for and was working at Burger King till he got so far behind they arrested him for deficient payments. And he's not even Native American? He was LARPing that too? No way. Oh, that's funny as shit. S. Cybertaz, Donga has 4 sons he hasn't paid child. Oh, more people are saying the same thing. Satboy6, welcome back. Haven't seen you in forever. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff about Tonka now. I had no idea that like this was a thing. I thought he just was be talking about like fucking Godzilla. That was going to be it. It was going to be Godzilla discussions nonstop, nothing else. Now I'm actually interested me now. If he's in prison or got thrown in like county lockup, I don't know if he's in. There are certain states, right, where if you don't pay child support, they take away your driver's license. So I don't know. Is he in one of those states? Does he have to walk everywhere now? Isn't that kind of ironic? Doesn't he run like a used car lot? Could you imagine owning a used car lot, but you don't even have a driver's license? Tonka owes child support for 3 kids. Hey Jim, did you hear the new Tonka news? It was revealed by an ex-co-host of his that he's a deadbeat father. He said 3 kids or 4, and a woman abuser. He dodges his own children like he dodges fights. God damn, what's been going on with fucking Tonka Saw? Hey, technically, if I'm Daddy Jim, and it took me 18 months to get back here, but still, technically, I'm a better father than Tonka, aren't I? Because I'm addressing your concerns. I'm not running away from you. Oh my god, she's got milkers! Oh, Mama's got milkers, and I wanna drink your delicious milkers.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back and welcome to another fine edition of a Rogue Takeover. It is MetoHistory. That's right. You're there. I'm here. We're doing again another good edition of, I'm Mr. Medica, yesteryear's moment. And as usual, I have a person in the background, the guy that lives under his basement. Jim Max, how you doing?
I'm throwing up and shitting everywhere.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be, in Ontario during the time frame where you had the truckers, honking the horn. You could be alongside with the kitty cats who stretch shitting everywhere.
Oh god, at this point it wouldn't matter.
And we've got the guy that makes the AI sing, Sparky from Sparky's Tech. How you doing, Sparkles?
Oh, I'm here, just laughing at internet insanity as always.
There's enough of that to go around.
Well, there's a lot of that going around, unfortunately. Right now, the VTubers are having infights, which is beautiful. I told you it was going to be a thing. It had to be a thing. It needed to be a thing. And now.
Yeah, I know. It was foreseen. I even warned people about it, and it's like, oh, it won't be that bad. It's like, you sure about that?
Yeah, no. See, we as in us who's outside of the VTuber shit, you can call us normies if you wish to. You can call us flesh tubers or whatever you want to call it. The monotone vocals out there. We've been kind of watching this kind of fester for a while now, and to a point where we're like, guys, you gotta deal with this problem. And unfortunately, a lot of certain individuals have decided not to help the issue. So yeah, it's time for a purge.
Yeah. Right now, it's that's one thing, which it's whatever. I'm gonna let them do their own thing. But another thing is like, what is it? It's gatekeeping. Gatekeeping, like the actual VTube hobby, keeping normies out.
Oh no. Well, that's what we were saying about video games back in 2014.
Yeah, well, and see, here's the I don't really agree with the whole premise. Not because it's not a good premise, and not that I don't agree. It's the whole no soup for you. Just doesn't work.
It does actually. Unfortunately, it works actually beautifully. We've been
I'm
doing
sorry.
the no soup for
No. If there's a game that's being sold on a store that is accessible to anyone out there, anyone can fucking buy it. It does not work.
Yeah, but again, it does.
It only works if you can prevent the people from actually getting into it, buying it, or taking part in it, and that is never gonna work because you're never gonna remove people's computers, ability to play games, ability to be able to buy games or buy these V2 models or stream online. You're not gonna deny anyone the ability to be able to get online or make a YouTube account. It's retarded.
You could say
No,
that.
I will say that because it's true. Now, what needs to be gatekept is the people who actually are in the markets, who actually make the games and work on them. That's the premise where you need a gatekeep.
And that's what we were talking about when we say
Well,
gatekeeping,
whenever
Sparkles.
they put the term gatekeeping out for VTubing, it's not letting
No, 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 no. See,
anybody in.
the problem with when anybody says gatekeeping, they kind of assume that we're trying to turn everybody off. No, we're just saying something very simple. Very
What's
simple.
that?
I mean, it's the same thing with the Hollywood
Well,
market. If Hollywood
what?
stopped
Tell me.
making movies right now, we would have a what is it? A backlog of over 5,000 movies to be still watched that no one's ever going to be seeing because we keep producing movies over movies
What?
over movies, and we have a lot of weirdos making these shit. So if we
Well, this
stop
is the
it,
reason why I said the gaming market needs to crash.
well, we all say that.
Yeah, that's the point of the gaming market needs to crash.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of markets that need to
Yeah.
crash, but
But
it
no,
is what it
the
is.
premise is like raging at someone. All right, so here's the most common instance: Ludwig. So a lot of VTubers are hee-hawing over Ludwig because he lost a bet to Iron Mouse, and the bet that he had to do was dress using a VTuber model as a guy wearing a maid outfit. And people are
Okay.
losing their fucking minds because he can't be a VTuber. He can't be a VTuber. I'm sitting there going, he has the ability to buy a model. He has the ability to have the rating software. He has the ability to stream. What do you got to do? Turn this computer off? That's what they're yelling about,
I mean,
gatekeeping. It's like, this is never going to work, guys.
it is not difficult to turn somebody's internet off, which ergo kind of turns off everything else. So.
Well, nobody's done it to Ethan Ralph yet, so.
Well, Ethan Ralph is in Mexico.
So I guess it's not that easy. So, anyways,
I mean,
the premise is like, it's like if somebody comes up, oh, we need to gatekeep Rogue, Sparky, and Jim Max from ever streaming on YouTube again because their opinions are bad.
please do. I'm unimpressed. I would like to see it happen.
Exactly. There you go. Now you get it.
But I again, when it comes back down to it, we were talking about specific individuals that can actually kind of make it difficult for them to continue what they're doing, and that's where the gatekeeping comes into play.
So,
see, that's where a lot of people kind
all
of
right,
fail.
what's difficult and what they got to keep from being able to continue on? Oh, don't watch this person? All right, cool. Doesn't stop us.
No, that is fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
But the more people stop watching, the least attention that person's going to get. Ergo, it works. Look where Ethan Ralph is currently. Most people have stopped watching. There's only a small handful of A-loggers that are actually watching him, and we're talking about like hundreds.
Yeah, and that happens to anyone. Anyone online is eventually going to wither up, dry up.
No,
and
but
die.
again, Sparky, you're missing the point. We're talking about a person who, though he was mediocre, was high on the hog.
Yeah, but time out.
And we got another one who was pretty high on the hog,
Time out.
named
Time out.
Nicholas Wakeda,
Here's the
to the point where he killed himself.
Not yet.
That was self-imploded downfalls. That wasn't because of anyone outside. They did that to themselves.
And Gawker was not a self-employed, not an implosion, it was self-induced.
Yes.
So again, gatekeeping can work. It's just that you have to employ it correctly. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, they really don't know how to properly, employ.
I have never seen gatekeeping work. No, I've not seen one fucking instance that hasn't been explained by anything else. Sorry.
All right.
That really works with D&D.
It kind of did, because the majority of the players that normally play it have gotten away from the new shit, which has been gatekeeped away from the old shit. Which is divide the fan base. That is basically
that's
the idea.
thing. You divide the fan base, and that's it's like you're gonna have different subsects of this, but that's the problem. They don't understand this. It's like, no, it's
I'm
like,
fine with
no,
that.
you can't do this ever. And that's my thing. It's like, that's not a thing. They will continue to do this. You can scry, scream, screech all you want that it's not what you do. That's fine, but they're still doing it.
Hmm. But the implication does still kind of does work, unfortunately. I mean,
All right,
eh,
so I'm gonna stop this because we're not gonna agree. You gotta be pedantic on it. It's
of
not.
course, we were never
It's
going to
not.
truly agree because again, I mean, the music industry does it, label, record, all that kind of stuff. They make sure that certain people don't get big. Hell, movie industry does it constantly. They make sure
Cool.
that
That's
certain
not
people don't get big.
YouTube. That's not Twitch. That's not
YouTube
fucking
can
Twitter.
do it. If YouTube can do it.
Cool. YouTube can do it. They do it for other VTubers and they get rid of the market. Guess what? They still come around.
Of course, and those markets are still going to get shadow banned or whatever. That's the process. That's what gatekeeping is all about. But anywho,
Yeah.
we got something for you. So yes, I pulled out a goodie from the yesteryears of the 2019. We'll kind of call the precursor or just in the same time frame as Billy the Anti-Bully was still existent on the twatters. This would be another Morning with Medicare, pretty much a follow up with his R. Kelly, Epstein, and a few other different things. So yeah, it's a good hour or so outside of ranting about other things. So you guys ready for the excitement? I would say that's a no.
No, we're never ready for the excitement, but we're always ready for the cringe.
Excellent. Let's dive on in. Do you remember the Epstein? I think it broke everything.
well. Good early morning to you,
Alrighty.
chat.
Is there any point for that song? I mean, I like a good J-pop song, I really do. But is that just because Medical wanted to just listen to it?
Manicure does what manicure does best.
I mean, he's got good.
I
He's
mean,
got good taste in J-pop. I'll say that.
like I said before, that was pretty much AI music mixed in with actual lyrics, so it's all good. I mean that is J-pop at its finest, and then now we got people bitching, complaining, current about AI, whatever it is. It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But,
Vocaloids, if I remember.
it's funny. Yes, 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 yes. I also do remember that we do have an AI artist that does exist, and yeah, it's pure machine that runs, and it does its own shows. So it's insane. But let's
This is
continue.
our last test stream to see what a good start time would be. And I'll tell you what, it's not 4 in the morning. I think really early shit's great for winter when you're snowed in and it's icy outside and you don't really have much that you can do. Then 4 in the morning is great. Had a lot of fun doing that over on Stream Me. But 4 in the morning now, not so great. I put it right next to 6 a.m. Not the best. I think going forward now after testing out each of these times, I'm probably going to stick to about 8. 7 to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think that's the best, at least until the weather turns. Once the weather turns, well, fuck, everything's up in the air then. Go 100 different ways with it. Saw a couple of people in chat trying to do stickers. All right, here's what I understand on how that shit works over here. If you see somebody put up a little dancing pudding and you like it, you click on it and it puts it in your own sticker collection.
Pudding.
And then you can use it anywhere you want to. I know they've got like 8 different levels of membership over here.
Pudding.
Like your normal, just
Yep,
everyday
pudding,
account,
pudding.
which is what I've got right now. And then there's like affiliate and verified member and super secret verified member and global partner with perks. It just kind of keeps escalating itself a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to chase that dragon, try to get up the chain of shit. The videos on VODs, they're saved for about 7 days. And you can use your own stickers. So I don't really like trying to achieve partnership and all that shit. I don't really think we need it. As long as we're in our little segregated area under the X tag and we can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about, I think we're good. So best of luck with the stickers. I don't know if we'll ever have chat stickers. You're going to have to go and poach them yourself. You're going to have to go hunting for them. Find a stream and just steal that shit. And claim it as your own. And then use it here. Nobody will ever know. And that's what I did. I just went stealing stickers from every motherfucker I could. That's how I got that guy. Little dancing, jumping pudding. Didn't even give a shit. Saw it, liked it, and I took it. So that would be my suggestion for you. Oh, a lot of fun stuff to talk about. This will be a relatively shorter stream. Probably like an hour or so. Again, more of a test stream than anything. But with Epstein and, well, just a whole lot of shit. That, I can't help not being fascinated. What was the black guy? Okay, Ralph for like 8 months kept talking about this black dude who faked a hate crime. It was like every episode. He would talk about a black dude that faked a hate crime. That's what Epstein's going to be for me. I can't look away. I've always been a junkie when it comes to prominent people or celebrities getting into legal trouble and then having to go to trial. OJ was fucking great. Can't forget about Trayvon and the whole trial around that shit. Fun watch, fun time. And I'm hoping like a motherfucker that Epstein goes to trial and that shit gets broadcast for everybody to watch. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm very excited about Mr. Epstein's wild ride, about what's awaiting him. And a lot of fucked up shit happened. I mean, we just talked about it 2 days ago. But even in the span of that 2 days, a ton of shit happened with Epstein. You had people reporting that Google was taking down images of him and Bill Clinton together, altering search results. If you went and typed into Google search on a private browser, Epstein and Clinton, you wouldn't get any autocomplete results.
That sounds
But if you
about
did
right.
Epstein and
For some
Trump, you'd
places.
get like 30 different results. just wiping it away. Wikipedia edited a couple of different paragraphs, taking out references to Bill Clinton flying on his plane 26 times. Clinton himself released a statement saying, "No, I only flew on Mr. Epstein's plane 5 times. It was related to, I think he said, fundraising events or speaking engagements in other countries." And he stated, "I've always had my Secret Service with me." Except the reporter that initially broke all that information seemed to disagree. They did not believe what Mr. Clinton was saying, said he was full of shit. And that some of those pictures that would show up in the Google image search results would help to kind of flush that out, because there are a few photos of good old Billy Bob, Slick Willie, on that plane with some young tail, some very very young looking women. I can't say for sure they're teenagers, but if they are, they have like some weird disease because they look like they're 13. But there's Slick Willie smiling with his arm around them on the Lolita Express. It's like Google doesn't want you to watch that, doesn't want you to see those pictures exist. It's very strange. They want
I
to
know,
remind you of
right?
what Trump
Kind of
said
strange
about
how
him.
that worked.
But they don't want to remind you of the fact that Clinton was on that plane 26 fucking times. Very, very
Possibly
interesting.
more.
Wikipedia
Oh,
as
yeah.
well doesn't want that information out there. Don't want you to look it up yourself. What are you doing? Wikipedia is highly curated by the top minds in academia. They know what they're doing. Just sit your ass down. Shut those eyes. It's getting sleepy in here. Let Wikipedia do the thinking for you. And let's remove that sentence or two that's problematic. Also, let's remove the fact that it said Epstein was Jewish. Got to get that down. Hide Bill Clinton, hide the fact that Epstein's Jewish. Don't want people to know either of those two factoids. Could be dangerous going forward. Oh, are you tired? I see some
Could
people in
be.
chat. Oh, very tired. Oh, we're all getting so sleepy over here. If you remember, Alan Dershowitz was a lawyer that...
Yeah, I wonder if Epstein actually had like a little synagogue on his island.
Didn't he?
I don't know, but it
No,
was
they showed pictures of it a couple
but
of
there
times.
was like buildings in that were blue and white, so it could very be.
Well, they look synagogue-ish.
I know.
One even looked kind of Muslimish too. So
Probably. I mean, for all we know, Jesus.
the guy
Christ.
was into a lot.
Yeah, he was. Though we do know one thing: he didn't have an underground railroad. So there's that.
No, he had an underwater railroad.
Eh, kind of wet if you ask me.
Yeah.
represented him. Alan Dershowitz was also somebody who was named by one of the female accusers as having received services provided by Epstein. Dershowitz had an interview where he said, "I did receive massages, but the girls didn't look young, and I never took my underwear off." That was his go-to. "Oh no, I got massages, but I don't really like massages, and my underwear stayed on the entire time." Real good. Really, that's excellent. Excellent alibi. I don't think anybody's going to see through that. Just ingenious. Now, Mr. Epstein, of course, being a billionaire, doesn't like the idea of sitting in a dirty, disgusting prison with us plebs. No, he doesn't like that at all. He wants to get bonded out. But the prosecutor's not having any of that. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Let me see. I'll make sure. I didn't take it down. Oh, God, Boomer Jim, take the banner text down.
How dare you?
Doesn't want to sit in prison, so he wanted to get bonded out. He was willing, what a nice guy, very willing to accommodate them. "You can hold my mansion in Manhattan hostage. I'll even let you take my jet." And he even offered, that collateral is about $80 million and $90 million. He even offered to pay for his own security to watch him to make sure he didn't try to flee the country. That makes perfect sense. He'll hire the security to watch him to make sure he doesn't leave. You have his word of honor. And he is an honor. I mean, look at him. Would a man with an egg-shaped penis lie to you, chat? No, he wouldn't. Men with egg-shaped penises are the most honest people on earth.
Are they
Just
though?
good, old-fashioned Americans. Very down to earth. Come from the dirt. They wouldn't lie to us. But even, setting aside all that ridiculous shit, a couple of news articles dropped about this. Very funny shit. Now, I know a lot of people were very doubtful, said, "Oh, fuck it, nothing's going to happen to him. He's too rich to get fucked with." I can understand that. You got a guy that's worth billions of dollars. He's well connected in finance and politics. Who's going to be able to hurt him? Who's going to be able to do anything to somebody like this? This is one of the movers and shakers of the world. What, what are you talking about, you silly little pleb? You're not going to be able to stop it. You can't make this man be held to account for anything. He is above you. You may as well just shut the fuck up and deal with it. Except, a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork to give their hot takes on this. And one of the things they're giving a hot take on, and one of the things that I guess I was a little bit curious about, but reporters were a whole lot more curious than I was how did he get rich exactly? We keep
Many
hearing
still
that
asking that question.
Epstein is worth $1 billion. He's a billionaire. He has his own private island. He has his own jet. Multiple mansions all around the country, all around the world. But how exactly did he get his money? I think people just assumed that he was a day trader. He was some kind of a financial guru, and people accepted that. Except people in finance started to come out with their own stories. Different stockbrokers, different people at investment firms started to say, hey, it's really weird. I never once traded with this man. I never had any interaction with him. I didn't know anybody else that did. People went as far as to say, if Epstein reminds me of anybody, it's Madoff. It's the same kind of thing. Nobody had any interactions with him. The money is kept private. You don't know what's going on. You don't know where it's invested. You don't know how much the take is. Very, very strange. So some people did a couple interviews with the New Yorker, and I just want to read you some hot takes, some nice little excerpts from this, because I think you'll find it funny. This is interviewing somebody from Wall Street who I guess was as confused as everybody else about where is Epstein getting his goddamn money. What exactly is going on? Because it had to come from somewhere. And their discussion about where the money's coming from actually ended up leading to another discussion about the potential of how this whole thing was set up, how Epstein became rich, and how he wielded such influence. So let's take a look at that. Let me pull this up here. Oh boy. There we go. It should be on screen. This is hedge funders have some. Well, I'll just read these to you. These are the headlines. Hedge funders have some thoughts on where Epstein or what Epstein was actually doing.
We still
this
don't
one,
know.
I think he engaged in blackmail. Jeffrey Epstein expert on where he made his money. That article in particular is written by a guy doing his biography.
Pretty sure
He
he
can't
got
figure out
government
where the
money,
fucking
too.
money came from.
Oh, very much.
Sketch-
I
fucking
wonder if
book on
USA
Digging into his
AID
entire
could,
life, he has
figure
no
that out.
idea where he's getting the money from.
Let's see. You almost said it too.
So this is they're interviewing Douglas Koss.
I wouldn't put it past you. You got a
hearing
bit
about
of
these
aid
parties,
on
hearing
that
about
one
a guy
from
who's
the
moving
U.S.
money all over the place. Koss, president of Seabreeze Partners Management. While stories about young girls swarming Epstein's waterfront mansion and the sex parties he hosted for the rich and powerful were the talk of the town, Koss is most focused on how this obscure person, rumored to be managing billions of dollars, had become so wealthy without much of a track record. Koss was well connected on Wall Street, where he had worked for decades, so he began to ask around. I went to my institutional brokers to their trading desks and asked if they've ever traded with this guy. I did it a few times until the date he was arrested. Not one institutional trading desk, primary or secondary, had ever traded with Epstein's firm. When a reporter came to interview Koss about Bernie Madoff shortly before that firm blew up in the biggest Ponzi scheme ever, Koss told her, "There's another guy who reminds me of Madoff that no one trades with. That man was Jeffrey Epstein." So how did he get there? How did he get the money? And this leads into, it's a Twitter thing, but let's see. This person says, here's what I think is going on. Let's take our starting point with two givens. A, you're a committed, unrepentant pedophile. B, because of your old job in private banking, you are very connected to lots of very, very wealthy people. We'll also assume a goal. Z, you want to become very rich. The obvious route is, obvious. You could be a pimp, offering underage prostitution services to the very rich people you know. This has two problems. You're very disposable, see the DC Madam, and it's also not very lucrative. You can't charge millions up front. The second level, though, follows instantly. You don't need to charge up front. You just need to have them have underage sex and then blackmail them afterwards for hush money. Because ROI, but you're still a liability. And producing and receiving big bribe money raises big questions. So, how do you do it? Well, the second idea has some merits. First, you need to recruit people in. Have lots of massive parties at your spacious home, which he did.
Hmm.
Invite top academics, artists, politicians to encourage people to come, which he also did. Supply lots of young women, which he did as well.
Yippers.
You don't even have to do anything. And most people invited might even be totally unaware of the real purpose to the parties. But sooner or later, some billionaire will get handsy. She'll escort him to a room with a hidden camera. Things will happen. Morning after, you strike. You inform him that she's really 15 years old, but you offer him a nice, neat way to buy your silence. A large allocation to your hedge fund, with charges to ensure nobody asks questions. You also take the extraordinary steps of demanding power of attorney, which apparently he was doing.
Not power
The
of
fund is
attorney.
offshore in a tax haven. Nobody will see the client list. Of course, you don't really know anything about investing, instead, making up some nonsense about currency trading, and nobody on Wall Street has ever traded with you. The fund itself doesn't need investment personnel, only some back office people to process wires. You don't even need the money from non-pedophiles, or or they'll notice you've just put it in the S&P 500 fund, so you reject all incoming inquiries, which apparently he was doing. Epstein was going around telling people he wouldn't let anybody invest with him who wasn't a billionaire, and kind of driving them away. A $20 million wire from billionaire X to you with no obvious reason will raise a lot of questions, and the IRS will certainly want to know what you did to warrant it. A $5 million quarterly fee for managing $1 billion in assets? Nobody's going to bat an eye. Because of this structure, you're extraordinarily secretive with your client list. Because they're not clients, they're pedophiles paying you for bribes. And they are also very secretive, which is why no letters or return streams ever leak. Occasionally, they may also try to trick other people, important political figures, mayors, prosecutors, etc. They don't invest in the fund, but it's nice to have them in your pocket. Others, such as academics and artists, can be bought with just money as a PR smokescreen. And of course, the scam can be kept going as long as they're willing to pay, which is forever. If you're ever caught, just lean on some of your other friends in government to lean on the prosecutor to get you a sweetheart deal. There's almost zero risk. And the last piece of the puzzle is the evidence. You'd want it somewhere remote but accessible. A place the U.S. can't touch, but you have an excuse to visit all the time to update. Remember that offshore fund? I bet there are very interesting safe deposit boxes there. So they're speculating. This person that put this up, the hedge fund manager, other people that have been commenting on this, that essentially how Epstein made his money, because he lied about a lot of shit. He told people he went to a college he didn't actually go to. He told people he had a job for a certain amount of time he didn't really have.
Sounds about right.
When he joined a firm immediately after leaving college, he was fired. But he spun that into another story. So you've got like this scam artist kind of running around giving a fake bullshit story. And somewhere along the line, he hooked somebody. He got somebody on some blackmail shit. And then instead of having them make a payment directly to him, which could lead to questions, he created a bullshit brokerage firm and managed their money for a nominal fee, all while holding on to the evidence. And this ties into what other women have said. Even the police department that investigated during the first trial that he went through had mentioned that he had recording equipment on premises. He had hidden cameras everywhere. A couple of the women alleged that he had basically used that to film people having sex with these teenage girls and then blackmail them the next day. And when you look back to the deal he got, that sweetheart deal from Acosta, again, it all kind of really fits very well. 13 months in prison, slap on the fucking wrist. Didn't even have to be there all day, just 8 hours a day. And then he was released to go, I don't know what he was doing, sleep at his fucking house, go work. Not that he had a real job, he's blackmailing pedophiles, so I don't know if that needs you to clock in 9 to 5. But all this shit just starting to come out. More women have popped up. The FBI put up a toll-free number for victims to call. 15 have come forward. 15 in 3 different states, 5 or 6 of which were minors at the time. This is going to be a fucking circus. This isn't going to be some this isn't going to be some case that just disappears. I know people
It kind of
again
did
have
for a
said,
bit.
"Oh, well, he's going to get away with it." I don't fucking know. I really don't. They don't want him to bail out. They want to seize his properties. People are starting to come out of the woodwork. He's going to get Me Too'd to hell and back. People thought Weinstein or however you pronounce his name, was going to kind of just walk away from it. He didn't. I think Epstein's in some deep shit, and I think the longer he sits in that prison cell, freaking out because he can't bail himself out, the more inclined he's going to be to talk about what's going on, and that is going to be fantastic. Because allegedly he told one of the victims that Bill Clinton owed him some favors. Well, how did he get owed those favors? I don't know, Slick Willie. 26 times on the Lolita Express. What were you exactly doing up there? Were you celebrating the Mile High Club? Were you celebrating with somebody that, again, looked very young? I can't say how old she was. I can't tell you 100%, but very young looking. Oh. If somebody said Court TV was coming back, I really hope it is. I want to
don't
watch
remember
this
if he
shit
came
daily.
back. Did he ever
It's
come
going
back
to
on
be
TV?
spectacular. He's not going to get another deal. There's no more Acostas. He's not going to get a presidential pardon unless Trump wants to. I don't know how Trump could survive pardoning this guy if he ends up getting convicted and just lets him walk. It's going to look awful. It's going to make people more suspicious. They're going to start to say, well, shit, maybe all this speculation about a blackmail list is correct. So they've just got to let that anti-corruption unit, the FBI and the other police departments, work their case, and then the prosecutor do what they're going to do. But he's going to flip. I got a feeling. Mr. Epstein, our egg-shaped dick pedophile of the year, is going to flip on people. And if he does have that blackmail tapes in some hidden away safety deposit box in some shithole country, he's going to be like, I'll go get it for you. Just don't send me to prison. Because he's facing 45 years. I think he's, 50 or 60 years old? He will die in prison.
He
He
didn't
gets
make
a
that long.
45-year sentence.
Yeah, no,
He does not want to die in prison. He wants
Well,
to
he
go
did die
back
in
to his
prison.
party mansion.
Yeah,
Where he's
just
got
we don't know how.
incredible days.
Truly.
dolls hanging from
He's got to have a
chandeliers.
Incredible
swinging
days.
good time. No.
Weird
Pause,
fucking
pause,
murals
pause,
painted on a
pause.
wall.
No. Epstein has had a swinging good time in prison.
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
he hung around pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was more of a snappity time.
you know what? Again,
Snapping
all we know for sure, Epstein.
The two of his friends that entered in his cell that he was supposed to be alone in with, and
Yeah,
2 guards were supposed to be watching that fell asleep, and cameras everywhere that all failed at once.
kind of weird, almost like a Clinton kind of a thing.
Oh, I know a couple clits and tons.
Yeah, there. See. But it didn't end very well for him, and we're still waiting for information.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we don't even know if he's actually really dead at this point either. So I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing. Yeah, supposedly there have been people on the island still.
Yeah.
Not government people either. So see how that goes.
That's how it goes. We just never be truly sure. I mean, if we don't see the body, are they truly dead? I mean, this is pretty much movie magic. When it comes down to the horror films, if you don't see the big monster die, you know they're going to come back. You know they're going to come back. But let's continue. We've made it to the 24:32 mark. Ooh.
I don't know. It's just very bizarre. A very bizarre, apparently from the police that went in to investigate and look for evidence. A very weird fucking thing to walk into. Lots of crazy shit all over that mansion, including alleged CP. Of course, why wouldn't there be? He played it very smart too, and hiding what could be child pornography by basically writing on the labels of the CDs in a safe, young plus name and name, miscellaneous girls and shit like that. Totally innocent. I'm sure it won't come to bite him in the ass.
It's fine.
What a
Nothing will
dumbass.
happen. Epstein did
What an
do
idiot.
nothing.
Maybe it's people like this just
Done
think they'll get
nothing
away
wrong.
with it. Maybe if you reach a certain level of wealth or power or influence, you're just conditioned to believe that you'll never get fucked with, that you can just get away with it. And maybe if he was blackmailing people, he really thought he was just insulated to such a level that nobody would ever dare fuck with him because he could have a politician or a prosecutor or a mayor or some investment banker or head of a corporation or somebody powerful and influential raise hell and get him out of it. Oh, it's fun days ahead. Now, Epstein, again, he's got something to barter with. He's this billionaire with all these connections. He could always turn over names. Somebody who doesn't have something to barter with would be
R. Kelly.
Mr. R. Kelly. Oh, R. Kelly, what are you doing? What is with all these stories of people getting
The golden
nicked
shower
for
man
this shit?
himself.
First Mr. Epstein, now Mr. Kelly. I guess he's out there peeing on little girls again.
I mean, he did the last time.
I'll read you a brief excerpt from his. Oh God, there's so much shit with this dude. He was just recently charged with sex trafficking, but there's more than that. There are multiple charges. A 13-count indictment was handed down earlier Thursday in federal court for the Northern District of Illinois, including charges of child pornography, enticement of a minor, and obstruction of justice. Oh, Mr. Kelly, I don't think things are going to look so well for you, unless you happen to know Mr. Epstein.
Well,
I got excited when I first heard this. I thought, holy shit, the timing of this is so coincidental. Suddenly this is in the papers. The indictment comes down on Thursday, right around the time that this happened to Epstein. Both of them are being charged with sex trafficking. Both of them apparently are involved with underage girls. Both of them apparently have child pornography. It just seems so coincidental. But they've been working on Kelly for like 2 to 3 months.
yep.
2 to 3 goddamn months it's been going on. Now, who knows? Maybe we'll find out that R. Kelly was the key to solving the Epstein case once and for all. Maybe R. Kelly flipped on Epstein. Maybe it's like some Nivix thing, or whatever that fucking cult was called, that had a bunch of billionaires and heiresses and celebrities and politicians all branding women with a fucking iron and fucking kids and doing crazy shit. Maybe Epstein and R. Kelly are running some fucking sex trade across the world, and Kelly threw out Epstein to try to get some charges dropped. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. NXIVUM. But apparently, and this was from, I believe, like 2 months ago. Kelly did an interview. He did a bit. Actually, there are 2 things I want to show you. One, I want you to hear the news report of what he did exactly. Because when you're reading it, you're like, okay, well, so he peed on a little girl or something?
More.
Well, no,
He did
apparently he
more.
got a little violent. He started choking bitches and shit. Let me see if I can find where that is exactly when they read the indictment. I'll get this set up. 1 second, chat. Get this all set up for you. And then we'll watch R. Kelly freak the fuck out in an interview when they keep asking him about pissing on children. He did not like that. Not a fan of people asking about his penchant for peeing on little girls. All right.
Sorry, Kelly. If they
We're
didn't
about
want
to
to be,
all-
if
we
they
pull
didn't
this
expect to be
picture
peed on, they would have moved.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, you go sit over there. All right. So, new felony charges R. Kelly is facing. Let's hear them read a little bit about the indictment. I think that'll be nice. Oh, there we go.
2010 when she was a minor.
Rob slapped me and he choked me until I blacked out.
In a Facebook post yesterday, Pace said the new charges against Kelly, including aggravated criminal sexual assault and abuse, are related to her case. She wrote, "No matter how wrong you think I am, the law is on my side," a minor at the time. Kelly's attorney, Steve Greenberg, tells CBS News
Oh, no,
the
not
charges
Greenberg.
allege Kelly choked and forced the victim to perform oral sex on him on several occasions. Kelly denies any wrongdoing.
Oh, getting a little physical there, Mr. Kelly. He's going
physical,
around
physical.
slapping little girls and forcing them to give him head. I don't know. That's a little violent. It's a little over the top. the initial charges back in the day when he got arrested and had his whole debacle about peeing on people. Actually, we can watch a dramatic recreation of that too. What the fuck? Why not? Let's try to get all of this in here.
They got the thumb.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. I think the Boondocks about sums it up with the trial of R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Give you an
that's about
idea what his
right.
first trial was like when he came out to the world as somebody that pisses on children.
I present to you the R. Kelly tape. I warn you, it is graphic.
Yeah!
Oh God, I forgot about Riley.
Oh my God.
No, he did.
Objection, we can't even see his face clearly. That proves nothing.
Adam West.
Yep, that was.
Hello.
God damn it.
Yes, this is Robert Kelly. Yes, the singer. You want my social security number? Sure. It's 916-34.
Hey, he's got RK on his ass. I mean, come on. How could
God
you?
bless.
Well,
Yeah, that's roughly how things went down.
Yeah, but if she
Didn't
didn't
really,
want
he's
to
not
be
the
there, she
slickest
would
man in the
move.
world. Didn't really get away with it. Pissing on children and videotaping himself doing it. Didn't end well for him. But here we are years later, 11 counts, choking out little girls, smacking them around, forcing his dick down their throat.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't take the pressure. So let's...
Under pressure, kind of hard.
It's a long interview, so I'm just going to skip to the good part. Let me see if we can find where he starts throwing a fucking tantrum. Because they keep asking about the shit he's doing. Like, dude, why are you pissing on children? Kelly, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Kelly? All right, here we go.
I'm gonna piss
Here we
on
go.
you.
Okay, this was just from March.
That's what he's doing.
So this
I
is real
remember that.
recent.
Dave Chappelle.
You love
God
me,
damn,
you won't.
Dave
Just
Chappelle.
use your common sense. How stupid
You know,
would
he
it
tried
be
to sue
for
Dave
me
Chappelle. They were
to-
like,
with my
no, you can't.
Yeah.
Is he passing what I've been through? Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
You fighting to cover that booty hole in
I
prison.
can't have 30 years of my life.
Well, he just got Will Smith. Jesus Christ. I mean, I thought Will Smith was kind of a questionable actor. He's doing a pretty good bang up job. Maybe he should take over the role.
Where do you think Will Smith got his inspiration for?
I
for that
know.
role?
I honestly, it's almost like the two of them are
Best
kind of.
friends.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Trying to kill me.
Well, we also know how Jada got her haircut.
Wait a minute. If it's like he took that, what's that moment? The Equalizer guy.
Oh, you talking about?
Hey,
Denzel?
go ahead, God, shit. Oh, he did that chest pound right there.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of going back on the whole Fresh Prince, Bel-Air, the original Will Smith.
Oh, yeah.
He did that exactly the same thing back in the day. So
Didn't they do an album together?
I would have to Google search
song
it,
too?
but it is very possible. It is very possible. Let me do that while I continue.
You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
You think that was a Freudian slip when they're interviewing about molesting children? And he said, "I'm just trying to have a relationship with my kids." Killing me over here.
Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
He's not
This
doesn't
doesn't even make sense.
He's got a whole fucking team of motherfuckers around him.
Wouldn't
Look
you?
at this shit. All just dancing around this motherfucker. You got to calm down. Stop chipping out on CBS this morning. You're not looking innocent here. you got to stop screaming at this lady.
Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me
We're going to destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay?
Yeah, but
they
you're
really
buying
are
them. You're getting
on
them.
chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get out.
Robert,
and they're ending up buried in dead.
Robert, we have to have a conversation. Really, I don't want you just ranting at the camera.
I came here for them to hear me talk.
But
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart. Because my heart is so big.
I just care too much when I molest those girls. Just because I love them. It's because I love them. I'm R. Kelly. My heart is too big. My heart is too big. So
His
is my
heart is
bladder.
too big
it's
and his
full.
bladder's too full.
You mind if I piss on you, lady? Can I piss on you?
People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do. When I listen to you, it does sound like you're playing the victim
I'm just telling the truth. And the reason I'm emotional,
Robert,
and I apologize for that, is because this is the first time I was able to say
speak.
something. I've said nothing.
Gail, you remain.
I mean, even Gail kind of got.
Oh, yes, Gail, you were so brave.
Oh.
You're so brave when Mr.
Oh,
Kelly
wow,
was
this is
throwing a little
fascinating.
hissy fit.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, R. Kelly, Eddie Murphy, and Will Smith, Joseph Casno, and Prince don't have much in common, but all their ex-wives do.
Oh, yeah?
They're all Hollywood excess. They were
Yeah.
all on that premiere show.
Oh, hell yeah.
All their ex-wives were.
Not surprised on that one.
That's weird.
Look, there has been a thing called the first wife clubs, and that was usually mostly white Jewish women in some cases. That was a thing back in the time. Hell, there was a movie about it too. I think Dolly Parton was in it. But regardless of the factor, there was a black version that kind of spawned the ex-wife club. So I'm not surprised. I wish I was, but yeah, I'm not surprised by
Well,
this.
Jada Pinkett was complicit with him in something.
Well, Jada was pretty much complicit with a lot of things. I mean,
that's all we got here.
Hell, she was so deep on a certain black artist that even her husband or boyfriend at the time wasn't too sure about it. Yeah, it sure wasn't P. Diddy. It was Tupac. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Eddie. I know, right?
Honestly, I think we would have been better off if he died and some other black rapper died. But hey.
Yeah. Well, hey, here we are. World's crazy.
Could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I know. But we still got more. We got past the halfway mark.
On your stage. Oh my God. The truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, Jesus Christ. I tell you, this guy's fucked.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
There's so many. Again, it's very coincidental. They've been going after him for like 3 or 4 months, getting the indictment ready. It finally comes out. It comes out right around the time that Epstein shit's going on. I don't know. It could just be coincidental.
It's almost weird.
It's very.
I know. It's almost like they don't have good enough lawyers to get them off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hear the excuse, "Oh, you have to be rich and famous and have good lawyers in order to get yourself off on certain crimes." I'm like going, "Yeah, they're not doing good, and they black." So,
No, I mean there have been some white people who had some really good lawyers and still been seeing the time. So
I know it's almost like that's a lie in some cases.
It's almost like it's a fable. You got to be fucking innocent and have a good lawyer.
Yep.
It's almost like you have to be innocent and have a good lawyer.
I know, right? Jesus fucking Christ. But
or be a pro sports player like
definitely
O.J. Simpson, Kobe Bryant.
Well,
a few others. I know that
others.
Is guaranteed. That's a guaranteed fucking team.
Most of the Dallas Cowboys.
But yeah. Let's do this.
Very possible. But the fact that it's lined up like that, that's so close to one another. It's exciting. There could be a tape out there of R. Kelly There could be a tape out there of R. Kelly pissing on somebody on the Lolita Express. We may very well get to watch it one day.
Oh, God.
He'd be singing Trapped in the Closet, urinating on little girls.
Oh, God.
Well, Mr. Epstein
That
runs
would be an
around him in a
interesting
circle,
version.
jacking off his egg-shaped cock. that could be on Live Leaks one day.
One day.
Think about it.
Actually, Live Leaks
How could
is
you
no
not
longer
be
a thing
excited with the
anymore. Well,
potential?
not the thing it used to be.
Out there.
Oh, the Dave Chappelle skit?
Yep.
I haven't had a chance to watch that one. I didn't have that one queued up.
You
Oh, I
didn't,
forgot. They let
Jim?
you do those super chats now on here. Apparently, if you give me enough Chinese lemons, they let you talk. SFO got in a fight with the D-Live admins. Funny as fuck. I don't know what he fought them about. I don't think I've had any run-ins with the D-Live admins. Again, I just put the little X-rated tag on, and I just do my fucking thing in the morning.
Yeah, he does. Or he did.
From Gary Big Flaps, Epstein is clearly just a puppet of Tommy Wiseau. Well, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Freaky beaky. Stay on YouTube so I can give you money directly to you, and not these faggot points. Listen, one day I'm going to be Chinese lemon rich. When I'm Chinese lemon rich, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll do something with it.
You make Chinese lemonade? I don't know.
Who knows exactly what that'll be? I don't know how you convert this shit into real money, but at least I got plenty of fun money now. From Mr. Phil Swift. If it isn't Splatoon, Reddit.com funny Splatoon post. Now, I think I'm going to stay away from Splatoon Reddits. I'm just going to be honest with you. Lots of, there's one, fuck me daddy, okay. Epstein will be a case to remember, Jim. I'm hoping it is. Gary Big Flaps, match me. Is that a car? A Ninja Genie? I don't know. That's equivalent to a couple of lemons? This is the weirdest fucking site, right? You can donate, a lemon is like, is it less than a cent? I don't
Something
know why.
like that.
Why did they choose the denominations they've chosen? Daddy needs a cash? Well, yes, I do.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's going to track me down and he's going to piss. He's going to piss all over me.
That's only if you're not in the cage.
And that's what I've been caught up in this. I can't look away from this shit. It's like every day. Maybe Dan Schneider. Maybe next is going to be Dan Schneider. All those little girls whose shoes he stole are going to file a class action lawsuit and bring him to justice. Dan, hold her tighter. She's the fighter. Schneider won't be allowed to roam free very long, much longer. They're going to reel him in. That's the end of the line for Danny Boy. I don't know. I'm hoping in the next week or two I'm trying to pay close attention to any politicians or celebrities that get arrested or mysteriously die. There was a Disney star that mysteriously died, some 20-year-old.
Yeah.
They didn't even say what the medical condition was. They're like, "Oh, hey, he died." Yeah, the family said it was some medical thing. Really, really thorough reporting. So who knows what happened to him? A barbell fell on his head from a jet flying overhead. And if you squinted really hard, you'd see
he
on the
tripped
side
and
of the
fell
jet
in
it said
Brazil.
Lolita Express. Oh, you can kind of just, I don't know, it's got an OJ feel to it as far as how big of a carnival-like atmosphere it might be.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a circus.
It's
gonna
that.
be one of those rare occasions where a lot of people are going to get sucked into it. I mean, if Bill Clinton is releasing statements already trying to disavow this shit and be like, I only flew on that fucking plane 5 times, he's nervous. He's already trying to distance himself from it. He's never released statements like that before. He didn't feel the need to. But now that everybody's speculating about how Epstein's getting his money and who he's connected to and how he got that sweetheart deal, now all of a sudden people are like, oh, I don't know this guy. I only flew on his plane once. I only went to Pedophile Island twice. Oh, somebody said, okay, Mr. Phil Swift, the Splatoon Reddit is possibly child trafficking? How? How could a Splatoon subreddit? Okay, all right, you know what? Fine. You've interested me enough to go at least take a quick look.
Oh, no.
If this is just really shitty fucking Splatoon memes. But all right, I'll go take a look. It says it doesn't exist. You sent me to funny Splatoon post, and it says it does not exist. Was it supposed to be post? Is it plural? Yeah, it's plural. Okay. There are only 42 members here. All right, let's take a look at the funny Splatoon post. Go through it before you come in. Just visit the dark one before you see this. Okay, what? All right. There's a post here that says prices. It lists out money. Somebody asking what the fuck this sub is. Lots of weird shit on here. I'm gonna guess it's just people fucking around. I bet you somebody set this up months ago and just thought, give it time. Somebody will stumble across this and it'll spook them. Some spooky, scary skeleton shit. Yeah. Daycare. Oh, come on. Daycare observer. Why do they call it candy van driver? Man in a bear suit. Hi, I'm the daycare observer talking about my pricing tiers on the funny Splatoon post. Wink, wink.
Good. I mean,
I'm going to say this is
it works. It's horrible.
Clearly set up by somebody trying to fuck around with people. That's my hot take on it. I know, chat. People in chat are spooked. I don't blame you. I'd be spooked too. Let's see. I want to get back to EDF 5. I've been playing Earth Defense Force 5. I love that fucking game. I love Earth Defense Force. The cheesiest, campiest shit on Earth.
Yeah.
But it's got the most basic, simple, straightforward formula that's goddamn, it's fun. Go into a little arena, blow the fucking buildings up, kill giant insects and enemies, and just have fun. 110 levels of that.
Hey, that sounds like a game that Sony made. Or at least helped produce. What was that game? Feels like it has a familiarity. Like they actually borrowed it from someplace else. Giant bugs that you have to kill. Then you probably have to have Terminator machines and weird aliens that you also have to kill too.
Would you like to know more?
Strange. Yeah. Oh, pretty much, right? Pretty much. Right?
Yeah, I wonder where they got
all
those
Hell
ideas
Divers too. Oh my god, I forgot about Hell Divers, the other spoof. Yes.
That shit. 4 different classes. I'm gonna sink hundreds of hours into that shit. I've been playing it for I think like 5 hours into it so far, and I'm like mission 30. I mean, they have their achievements are broken up by percentage of how much you've completed of the game. I haven't even got the 5% completionist achievement yet. So I haven't even seen 5% of the total game after 5 hours and 30 levels of weapon collecting and difficulty selecting. Love that shit. But before I go to bury myself into it for another 30 fucking hours, before my eyes fall out, all this talk of all these disgusting child predators. Oh, terrible people. Just awful people. I think, God, did I save it? Maybe I didn't. I can find it again. It's not really that hard to find. I think we should watch a video.
Oh, no.
Because I want you guys to be safe. Get a lot of shit. People say, oh, the Sweetie Squad. Your fans, Jim. People that watch your shit, Jim. It's all a bunch of children. All a bunch of little kids. And you know what? If that's true, I have a duty to protect you from the bad people out there. All right, we've already done the good touch, bad touch thing. We watched a PSA about that over on Stream Me. But I want you to understand, you've got to beware, especially if you're a boy.
Oh, no.
Because there are homosexuals lurking about everywhere.
How dare they
and
be
this handy
homosexuals?
Little PSA from the 1960s, I think, is going to give you knowledge to protect yourself. So you don't wake up one day with a very sore butthole. And I think that's what we're going to close out on. A nice, encouraging message of how to protect your ass from getting sodomized. You don't want to get paused. So write down, get a little fucking notebook and a pen so you can write out some hints and tips and tricks on how to protect yourself. Oh, I will open the box, chat. That'll be the last thing I do. I always open at the end. I know you want your free Chinese lemons. I understand it. We all want those lemons. But I like to let it accumulate before I give it away. All right. Let us start a nice anti-homosexual film. That's how it's described by Sid Davis. I guess he was prolific with warning people about the gays. So let's find out how to protect our asses from getting caused by sexual deviance. A very dangerous thing that happens out there.
Oh no, it's on the tubes. Inglewood Police Department? Wow.
Oh, we already know it's off to a good start. Nothing says nice, trustworthy neighborhood like Inglewood. Not sure if you're familiar with Inglewood, but hey, you can leave your door unlocked. Nice, down-to-earth people up in Inglewood. Nothing to worry about.
Unless they're doing...
I think that was before the gentrification. Even then was kind of questionable.
God, these 60s clips they
Such
made back
upbeat
to
music for
Reefer
a
Madness
film about
and-
kids.
Yeah, I know. These were hilarious. They still are.
They chose a fucking
They
Disney
still are.
soundtrack for child rape.
Pardon?
So it reminds me of Andy Griffin.
Yeah, I know.
Essentially, they were like Andy Griffith with a really bad storyline, but so fucking ridiculous, it was hilarious.
I know, but yeah, no, they tried to make everything seem upbeat, and then they get a little bit of seriousness, a little for a wee bit, and then it goes back to that happy-go-lucky music. It's weird.
People completely lose their minds and go off killing people when they smoke weed.
Yep.
I mean, I have never known a pothead high off their ass that has ever killed somebody unless they were driving something.
They barely even get the chance to drive anything.
And usually they pass out in the car seat
before
they start the engine. So
Yes.
it's like...
Oh God, let's continue. We're almost over.
I'm Lieutenant Williams.
No, not
a
Williams.
Police officer attached to the Juvenile Division.
Oh.
I'm on my way to Monroe Junior High School to talk to a group of young people.
Still happy music when he's talking
Innocent
about
enough,
this.
doesn't it? Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another.
Seems like
but
it.
Sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye.
Oh God, the fold cuffs.
Take little Timmy here. He's
Look
on
at
his
that,
way
the
to
cuffs on the
faggotry.
sleeves, on the pants. God,
Yeah.
those were the days.
Those were the days.
Timmy thought he could hitchhike. But he's about to learn what the taste of dick really is.
Jimmy Barnes.
Oh
Jimmy
God, the
played
white
baseball
shit
all
on top of
afternoon.
white.
He didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
Hey,
Not
son.
the only thing about to be thumbed, huh, Jimmy?
He is gonna be thumbed pretty hard.
That's gonna be a thumbing, all right.
He'd done it 100 times before, and he didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation.
Or pulled his
In fact, he
penis
seemed
out.
like a real nice guy. He asked Jimmy if he played baseball in the park. Jimmy told him they practiced 3 times a week and played a rival group on Friday afternoon. The stranger was a good listener, too.
A good
But only-
listener, no
He
shit.
wrote down all of Jimmy's information, like his home address and phone number, his route to school, and when his parents weren't home. A very good listener.
Seen minutes
Oh,
before
so
they
it seems
pulled up in front of Jimmy's
you need
house.
to have that.
When Jimmy got out, the stranger gave him a friendly pat.
Get by Jimmy. Oh, look at that ass.
Then he told him he'd seen
Jimmy's the most pedophile-looking pedophile. It looks like it looks like a kid. I'm blanking on it.
on the fucking clown without his makeup.
No. He looks like Mersh. We just have to put that out there.
That's even better.
God damn.
He looks like Mersh. You know, the high roller himself. Captain Horsey aneurysm.
Oh my
Yes.
fucking god, that's even worse now.
Yeah, every time you see his show, you now get
god.
that.
Oh god. Oh
The
god.
Shining. What was the actor from the Jack Nicholson? It looks like
Jack
Jack
in
Nicholson
Ohio.
shaved half his head.
Yeah.
And they said,
Ohio.
be as
Oh,
creepy as you
God.
can on camera. You need to really make this kid think. You're gonna fuck him in the ass.
He always drove by the park on his way home.
Did I just make Jim?
Oh, you just broke my lungs.
Pretty much.
I'm already sick. I think you just broke me, Sparky, even more.
I mean that's how it works. That's how it works.
Oh
Jesus
God, I hope I
Christ.
don't shit myself.
Female. She showed her strength.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Let's continue. We're almost there.
God damn it. I'm gonna have to take that clip now and put it to that video.
See?
Sure enough, the following day when Jimmy finished playing ball, the man was there waiting.
Who says these old shows aren't that good?
I'm gonna have to update the whole video.
Oh,
now.
he's going for
Strami.
He did it. Fucking
During their
work. All right.
conversation, he told several off-color jokes. But Jimmy had heard others before, and, well, it made him feel big to so easily win the confidence of an older person.
Yeah. Look at that date night.
Holy shit. Oh, that hurt my lungs.
Oh, I think the molestation's about to happen.
The following Saturday, they went fishing together. By
Oh,
now,
he's
they
about
were
ready to pull
using
his pants
first
down.
names.
Oh, he's playing
Ralph
with
said
his
it was
worm
more
already.
friendly.
Oh, it's a nice little picky Nick.
Oh,
Jimmy
something
hadn't
was in
enjoyed
that
himself
sandwich.
so much in a long time. Then
Let's
during
show you
lunch,
some dirty pictures.
Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be into
Real slick, Ralph. He just, hey, Jimmy, I know we've only known each other for like a week, but you ever see naked people before? Just really smooth.
Oh God.
Right?
damn it.
He eased himself into that. Hey,
It's
here's
a
my
deca.
first name, by the
Betty
way.
White.
Here's a woman getting fucked in her ass. What do you think of that, Jimmy?
interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick.
Oh,
a
God.
sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
Ralph, very contagious.
That was
Don't
actually
let the
pretty
gays
good
touch
timing
you.
there.
You might get the queer gene. Oh, once you get
We're
the
gonna
queer
have
gene,
to
you're going to go
fucking do
through
that
a
whole
metamorphosis
fucking
into
video
a
now.
homosexual.
A person who demands an intimate relationship with members
I
of their
just
own
different
sex.
splicing clips. Had the kid as
But
Jim.
by now, Jimmy felt
Yeah.
a fondness for Ralph, and they
Cheap
continued to go
viewers on
places together.
Steamboat.com.
Ralph was generous and took Jimmy many interesting
the fuck are
places
they?
and did many nice things for him.
They're. I have no idea.
He bought
A lot of
presents
people use
and
the
gave him money, but
cheap shit.
payments were expected in return.
That's
You
on
see,
the
Jimmy
the
hadn't
Twitch video.
recognized Ralph's approach soon enough. When Ralph first asked Jimmy to go fishing alone, he should have discussed it with his parents or teacher.
Oh no, they're about to do the diddling.
Don't do it, Jimmy. Don't go into that room. You're going to get fucked.
Finally, Jimmy told his parents, and they reported it to the
That-
juvenile
that's after
authority.
that's after his
Ralph was
cheeks were
arrested,
bared.
Female
and
cop.
Jimmy was released on probation in the custody of
Gun
his
drawn.
parents.
Female cop.
I
Gun
love-
drawn.
I love the fact. Just drink that one in for a minute. Listen to what they say. This kid gets molested, and they put him on probation.
And they reported it to the juvenile authorities. Ralph was arrested, and Jimmy was released on probation in the custody of his parents.
Son, I'm disappointed with you. You have a criminal record for sucking dick now. Never going to be allowed in the church again. Your mother and her knitting group are fucking going to be talking about this for like a month. My son, the cocksucker, with his probation for dick loving. No inheritance
But
for
all
you.
homosexuals are not passive. Some resort to violence, as in the case of Mike Merritt.
Oh no, not violence.
Mike's about to get fucking brutally raped.
Oh, it's all those poor white boys.
In the heat of competition, no one noticed the man who sat and watched. And when the
With his
game
dick
broke
pulled out.
up and the others left, Mike decided to stay and practice a little longer.
And his name is Rich from Review Tech.
Let's see what it looks like first.
The stranger joined him. He was friendly and, well, it was better than playing alone.
Is that Coach Red Pill?
But after a few shots, Mike realized he had already overstayed his time and suggested he better leave. The stranger told him if he'd like to stay longer, he'd be glad to drive him home when they finished.
Female.
Sounded great to Mike.
She
Chance
showed.
to play longer and get a
showed
ride home too.
No, it's Vosh. It's Vosh without a beard. Another
Maybe.
horse fucker.
I'd have to see the face a bit more. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's back up a brief moment. Let's see if we can get this to really? You're not gonna go back on it?
Wait a minute.
Can we go back 10 seconds? There we go. There we go. Huh.
Could be a Ralph relative.
V. The Romanian pigeon.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I see it now.
Sarkoots, Romanian pigeon.
Well, the size of the head and the body, maybe Hassan.
That is very close. That I mean, maybe it's a merger of the two.
Yeah.
Franken V. It's always, you can never trust that monster. Anyways, continuing.
When they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player someday if he got lots of practice. The companionship, the praise, the friendly attitude dispelled any misgivings Mike might have had about going with a stranger.
Sadly, they found Mike in a ditch 3 weeks later.
Hang on, go
Genitals
back.
have been
Go
cut
back.
off.
Go back to where it's just showing his face.
Okay, give me.
All right. I've got a good one here.
Okay.
All right, who?
Up on the OnlyFans. Shameful. Embarrassing. Do I look cute? No. No, you don't. Mr. Manchild, you do not look cute.
Wow.
You are 8 foot tall with facial hair wearing a dress.
That bow blast.
Your body features are lanky and languid. You look like you just walked out of Auschwitz. You look like an anorexic Mennonite. No, you don't look cute, Teehee. You look like a guy in a dress who can't even shave. You're too lazy to shave. Why?
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. We'll have to.
His hair was longer than Chris Chan, maybe.
No, actually pretty close.
When they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player someday if he got lots of practice.
Oh, he's going to get his practice. That's for
He
sure.
is going to get a lot of practice. Sucking that.
I know, right? Those cheeks, those little cheeks are going to clap.
The praise,
I can see
the
you.
friendly attitude dispelled any misgivings Mike might have had about
These were
going with a
fucking
stranger.
horribly bad.
Sadly, they
oh god.
I know, right? Jeez.
Found Mike in a ditch 3 weeks later. His genitals have been cut off and a deflated basketball had been sewn into his abdomen.
Yeah.
Mike mistakenly trusted a homosexual.
How dare he?
He probably never realized until too late that he was riding in the shadow of death.
Of
Sometime
death?
that evening,
Holy shit, he
Mike
did
Merritt
kill him!
traded his life for a
He
newspaper headline.
fucking murdered him and raped him!
Well, not necessarily in that order, but you know
what happened, buddy?
Yeah.
As Denny and Jerry got the papers ready for Jerry's afternoon delivery,
Oh, not
they
the
only
paper
casually
boy.
noticed the two boys that raced by in the afternoon traffic, and they didn't pay much attention to the car that drew up shortly afterwards until the man called them over.
But you teenage boys like some lollipops?
Two boys been by on bicycles.
like a
The boys nodded they
popsicle?
had. Could they recognize them if they saw them again? Well, Denny guessed he could. Then hop in, the man said. Those are stolen bikes. Without giving it another thought, Denny got in and the car sped away. Jerry watched.
Bye.
He'd been told many times, if a friend got in a car with a stranger, to write down the license number. It didn't seem to apply, but, well, fortunately, he marked it down.
Well, lucky for him, he had a pencil.
Then he delivered the paper.
And then he threw it away by delivering the paper to the wrong person, losing the license plate number
When he
and his
delivered
friend's
the paper to Denny's house, he asked his mother if they'd caught the boys that had stolen the bicycles. Denny hadn't returned, so he told her the story and gave her the paper with the license number.
Well, we'll give you a trade here. You can have this one here.
Being a careful parent, she decided to call the police. Jerry supplied the necessary information, and the stranger's car was quickly spotted. It was a good example of how important it is to always get the license number and description of any stranger who takes a young person off alone, no matter what they tell you.
Yeah, actually, that was a good practice back then.
It was.
And
No
that's what
longer
they told us
used
to do.
nowadays.
That's the only good practice they ever.
Public restrooms
came
can
out of this.
often be a hangout
That's
for
what
the
they used to tell us to do all the time. They should
Oh,
do
boy,
today.
I hope
Take
they're
one
going to
out, they take a
explain what
picture
that
of it, but-
weird
I
little
know, but
hole
they
that's
don't do
drilled
that
into the side
anymore.
of stalls are. You see, young men, the homosexual brings power tools with him to public restrooms to insert glory holes. But there's no glory to be found in sin.
Bobby and his friends hadn't noticed the
He's
man
not
who'd been
wrong.
in the restroom when they changed, and as it was late, he suggested they take the shortcut under the pier, but the others preferred to take the more traveled way home.
Teach you. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
You know what? That's his friend. You know, he died because his friends were assholes.
Uh-huh.
If he had gone with him, they all could have overpowered that guy and murdered him.
Oh,
Made
yeah,
him
he could have been
sick.
drowned. Would have been easier. Oh, he dropped.
When Bobby recognized the stranger as the man in the restroom, the shortcut under the pier didn't seem like a good idea at all.
Oh, no.
After all, it's more fun to stay with your friends anyway.
Right.
Bobby had made a wise decision. It may have saved his life.
May have.
For now.
The decision is always yours, and your whole future may depend on making the right one. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly.
Now the stranger
If
will
they try to
reach,
win your
will
confidence.
Well,
get you in
nowadays
his car,
people-
convince you to
and if they
cut your
become
dick off, and
Well, not just
call
that.
yourself a
people-
woman.
Well, that too. But no, most people get that thing called an Uber, driven by strangers.
Oh yeah, there's that
Jesus
too.
fucking Christ.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you're fucking right. Shit.
See? We've progressed quite nicely
we
into
progressed
the land of...
into a horrible fucking cesspool of shit.
Oh, yeah. Don't go over to the what is it? The Eastern European areas where, people who do all those driving for you, they kind of steer you into weird little places so they could have their ways with you. You lose a toe, a liver, an eye. Jeez. But yeah, that is our society currently. Gotta love it.
Overly personal. One never knows when the homosexual is about. He may appear normal, and it may be too late when you discover he is mentally ill.
Fucking, what a line to end on. You never know. It could be too late. Homosexuals lurk everywhere. Also, was it Jared Taylor narrating? The way he said, what?
What?
He had the white thing going on. Maybe a fan of Murdoch. We'll never know.
Yeah, you just never know.
Mentally ill. They always went in hard with that shit. There's like some, I think it's Walter Cronkite. There's some old 60s television special about gays that was done by News Crew, like a 60-minute format.
Oh, God.
It was just him talking about how gays are fucking insane and they want to rape all your children.
Yeah, that was a thing.
I remember that show. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
The world
was
a better place.
Those were the days.
Back in time.
we have seen too much shit, Ron. We have seen too much shit.
God, and here we are in the 2020s dealing with people and their insanity. Jesus.
Where we gladly get rides, pay people to give us rides, and molest our butts and shit now.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, just because they got their information on the Ubers.
For it. They paint the bodies with different colors.
I know. Jeez.
And it's a woman, not a man. That was molesting you, so it's okay.
No, but I did notice something that we could end out with. It's kind of fun and exciting. So we know that on the PC side, Speederman has made it on PC.
I'm so getting fired.
So has the mods.
Wait. Is that black on black crime then?
Could be, but who knows? It is what it is. But yeah, the modding community is having fun with this fucking game. I love it. But yeah, there you go.
I'm honestly surprised Sony's letting it happen this time.
They have no other choice. They realize that the money that they make from gatekeeping their system isn't that great.
No,
they've been doing it for so fucking long that even the player base that they had for the longest time have pretty much bailed on them.
Yep.
So, I mean, gatekeeping can work, but it also has the ability of fucking up if you don't do it right. So it is what it is. If they made hot little games that people enjoyed, like they used to do back in, I don't know, PlayStation 2, you'd have the player base there, continuously there. But since PlayStation 5 has literally 2 handfuls of games, no one's really playing, so they're desperate, so they got to put it out on the other system that kind of is gatekept for a while, called the PC.
Well, it's no longer gatekeeping.
No, I know. Like I said, it works all the way up until it doesn't work no more because people fuck it up.
Eventually, someone's gonna fuck it all up.
Fuck it up. I know, right? But anyway, as usual, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along for yet another fun edition of Rogue Takeover. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As usual, I give these guys their last rights. I hit buttons. Get the fuck out of here. Don't everybody jump at once.
Beware.
When you hit when you hear the word anti-bully, it's not what you think it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh God. Look, we covered the whole anti-bully thing when Dragon was here. It was awesome.
It's just, and remember, little thing we talked about at the beginning of the stream. It's to do with that.
No, I get it. But,
absolutely means bullying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It just means, the bully of the anti-bullies of bullies. You just have to get used to it.
The bullies that bully.
Yeah, I know.
Bully the bullies that bully the bullies.
I have